Right. Was there ever a time earlier in your career when the band had doubts about continuing?
Yeah.
Really?
We got out of high school, and we kept thinking that we were going to get signed, and it was going to be a real easy process or whatever. And I went away to college. Some of the guys went to community college, and I was commuting like an hour and a half plus like every weekend. It was just like, is this really worth it? We're never going to get signed. We're not playing the kind of music that people are signing right now. So, yeah, there was a time.
Staying together as a group?
Yeah, because, when we first formed and that, I just got married at the time. I just got a mortgage and all that. And I packed my job in and spent a year and a half literally starving, you know what I mean, like to make the band work, but it worked. So like, I was lucky, but it might not have worked. But
yeah,
everyone has their times of doubt. You know what I mean, where like you get too tired or you fall out with someone in the band and you think, how much longer can I do this? You know what I mean? Like, but then again, what else can we do? This is us. This is what we're about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, there was a concern that it was never going to happen. So how long are you going to beat a dead horse? But now, no, I don't think there's really any second thoughts now. We're far enough into it that, we'll know in a couple years for sure whether or not it's worth doing anymore. You have to check back with us in like a year or two.
No problem.
It was impossible to get anybody interested in us, and then once we finally got one person interested in us, then it seemed like everybody else was interested in us. That's partially because just the way A&R works, nobody wants to think that like they're missing the boat. So all the A&R guys will come out to your show even if they don't really care about you at all. So I mean, we had interest from a bunch of different companies, and we had options, which was a really good thing because a lot of times, a band will get one offer from somebody, and even if it's not a good offer, and the deal's not right, they'll go ahead and take it because they don't have other options. So we were able to negotiate to get things that were important to us and to get ourselves a good deal. But I mean, like I said, that was after 5.5 years of playing in LA. I mean, we must have played LA 80 times, like without exaggerating.
Thing is like an overnight success in the music industry?
No. Well, I mean, maybe not for us just now. We've had to work our asses off. But gladly, like I say, we've toured pretty constantly for about 7 or 8 years now. And the last 3 or 4 almost exclusively in the U.S. So by no means it's not overnight success for us.
Sure, yeah. but it's usually scheduled, to be overnight 3 years beforehand.
A band just doesn't happen overnight. It takes building and building. It gets better and better and better. Each album progresses,
It's always been a hard business anyway.
But major companies are not into that at the moment. They want to hit, and it's the next one. They want to hit, and it's the next one. That's how it's going.
that a lot of times people get involved in things that are beyond their control, you know, and willingly so, because they don't really want to do the work, and you know, it gets away from you. But you always, I just find you always have to do things that sort of put it back into your hands, you know. If anything, from an artist's perspective, I hate hearing kind of embittered tales of woe from, you know, from people who are bored or tired or whatever making music, you know, because it really shouldn't, you shouldn't jeopardize it in that way, you know. It should just be done.